Hi friends, today let's learn about another interesting problem which is the maximizing an expression. In recent days, in recent years, there is a trend of giving an expression of two variables and we are trying to maximize one variable. It is also one of such. Hope this will help us to attempt such type of questions which may come in coming JE 2025 and JE 2026. Okay, let's look into the problem. Here, g of x is defined as we need to maximize the expression y square minus x into y, where y is the lie between 0 to 1. So here there is an expression here y square minus xy, and the maximum of that expression is defined as g of x. So let us call this as f of x. Let us call f of x as this y square minus f of y. Let us call this f of y as y square minus xy. So let us assume f is a function of y where x will be treated constant. X will be treated constant for f. Okay. Now it is a quadratic in y. Quadratic in y. Since it is a quadratic in y, we can, and the input values also, the domain of f, and also the domain of f is also fixed, predefined, that is closed interval 0 comma 1 to r. Then let us talk about the range of f of y first. Now what would be the minimum value or maximum values, whatever possible exists. Since f is a since f is a quadratic expression and the coefficient of y square is also 1, it is a parabola open upward, and the discriminant of this expression is positive x square. The discriminant of this expression, the minimum, it will attain minimum value at the value x by 2, and it has roots. F of 0 is 0, y f of 0, f of y, if you put y 0, f of 0 is 0, and also f of 1 is 1 minus x, and f of x by 2 value, if you calculate, that is the point where it will attain minimum value, and that value is, if you substitute f of x by 2, x square by 4 minus x into x by 2, that is x square by 4 minus x square by 4, right? So this minimum value is, the coordinates of the point is x by 2 comma minus x square by 4, right? If so, so the maximum of f of y would be one of these values, because input value, that the domain of this f is only between 0 to 1, and we need not to consider the remaining portion. You can ignore the remaining portion because the domain of f is 0 to 1. So between 0 to 1 only we are discussing, right? Now what is this maximum of either f of 0 or f of x by 2 or f of 1? One of the, whichever is maximum, that will be the function. Okay, so we already got it that f of 0 is 0. So f of 0 is 0. F of x by 2 is minus x square by 4, and f of 1 is 1 minus x. Okay, we don't know whether z minus x may be positive or maybe negative. That we have to look into that according to the value of x. Okay, right. So now if you substitute the value of when you talk about g of x now, g of x is equal to maximum of this y square minus xy. So it is given modulus. For g, it is given modulus. So we need to take modulus of these values. So you'll be getting here maximum of 0, modulus of minus x square by 4, modulus of 1 minus x. So out of these three, whichever is maximum, that has to be considered for g of x. Okay, let us draw all the three graphs in the same Cartesian plane. If you draw all the three in the same Cartesian plane, the first one is x square, modulus of x square by 4 means, if you simplify it, that comes out to maximum of, because modulus 0, x square by 4, and this is modulus of 1 minus x. We don't know whether x is positive or more than 1 or less than 1. Right. If you draw the graphs of these three, so first one is a graph of, that is a parabola open upward. It is a parabola open upward which intersect x-axis at 0. Next one is modulus of x minus 1. Modulus of x minus 1 is a V-shaped graph. It is at 1. Now, and these two are intersecting at some point. This is the graph of x square by 4, and this is the graph of modulus of 1 minus x. So, if it is less than 1, the equation will be y equal to 1 minus x only. So, we need to find the intersection of these two. So, that is x square by 4 equal to 1 minus x. If you solve it, x equal to, you'll be getting that quadratic formula. By using quadratic formula, it is 2 root 2 minus 2. Actually, plus or minus 2 minus 2 plus or minus 2 root 2, but it's a positive quantity. So it is 2 root 2 minus 2 is the value. So at this point, they are intersecting. So this is the now our graph, our G is the maximum of these two quantities. Okay. So here from 0 to 2, 2 root 2 minus 2. So when you take the combination of these two, these three, 0, modulus of that is what, x square by 4, and modulus of x minus 1. So the final graph, like in that x-axis, for all, we need to take maximum, right? Maximum means for throughout negative, you have to take up the graph of x square by 4 only. Okay. If we extend this line, if we extend this line, and if you extend this curve also, so if you observe, this point is something, suppose let it be alpha. For x less than alpha, the line will be dominating the curve. Okay, the curve is dominating the line, and between alpha to this 2 root 2 minus 1, this line is dominating the curve. Again, after that, curve is dominating. So it has three parts. So first, curve less than alpha, it is curve. Between alpha to this one, it is line. Again, beyond 2 root 2, it is again a curve, and it will keep on increasing. So this is what graph of G. So roughly, if you look at that rough graph of that, it will look like this. Some at alpha, up to alpha, it is a curve. From alpha to this point, that is 2 root 2 minus 2, it is a straight line. Again, after that, it is a curve. So this is the rough graph of G. Now, G of x. Now it has minimum. It has minimum. It is very clearly seen that it has minimum at a 2 root 2 minus 2. So therefore, So the minimum of g of x will be g of 2 root 2 minus 2. So if you substitute in that line equation, what is the line equation? Y equal to 1 minus x line. So it is 1 minus of 2 root 2 minus 2. That is 3 minus 2 root 2 is the minimum value of that g of x. So here, so when you look at this question, the very important thing is that one by one variable we have to sort it out. First we have focused on y, okay, and then the minimum value or the maximum value of that expression in y, we got it in terms of x, and then we substituted in g of x. So such type of there is a high chance such type of models, okay, involving two variables may come in JEE Advanced, okay, 2025 or 2026. Hope this information will help you, and many more such very good problems and master stroke problems I'm uploading one by one. Okay, already I have given in the my previous video, I have discussed the definite integrations, wonderful questions also. Please subscribe to the channel, and please be in touch with that videos updated updates, so that you'll be get ready for that GE 2025 and 2026. Thank you. Thank you. Bye.